Have you ever wondered what happens when villains become heroes? When the line between good and evil blurs, giving way to a new era of redemption? That's the story of the Thunderbolts, one of the craziest teams in the Marvel Universe, where villains not only seek redemption, but also shine with their own versions of heroes. And over the years, they've gone through so many lineups, it's almost impossible to keep track. In this video, we'll walk through all the Thunderbolts lineups so far, and you'll see that behind the masks, there's a real battle between heroism and villainy. And the question is, which of these lineups made a difference? And what did they do to conquer the world or almost destroy it? If you're a fan of heroes, anti-heroes, and everything in between, stay tuned, because the Thunderbolts journey will blow your mind. The original Thunderbolts. In 1997, after the Avengers and the Fantastic Four disappeared, Baron Zemo and the Masters of Evil decided to disguise themselves as heroes to fool the public and gain society's trust. Zemo, posing as Citizen Vive, led the team, while his allies took on heroic identities like Songbird, Atlas, Mach 1, Fixer, and Meteorite. But as expected, the lie didn't last forever. When Zemo revealed his true intentions, many of the members turned on him, and the team fell apart. However, some of the original Thunderbolts stuck with their redemption mission, while new members joined the team, like Hawkeye, Jolt, and Charcoal. Even amidst all the chaos, the team kept moving forward with one goal, proving that even villains can have a shot at becoming heroes. The new Thunderbolts. In 2004, after a brief breakup, Mach 4, the former villain Mach 1, decided to bring together a new version of the Thunderbolts. With resources from Barons Strucker and Hydra, Mach 4 gathered the veterans Songbird and Atlas, along with villains like Radioactive Man and Speed Demon, and heroes like Jinnisfell, forming a new attempt at being heroes, or something close to that. But things didn't exactly go as planned. During the same time, Baron Zemo formed a new faction of the Thunderbolts, including villains like Swordsman, Andreas von Strucker. Despite their internal conflicts, the two teams came together to fight a universal threat, Jinnisfell, who lost control and put the entire universe at risk. Thunderbolts Army. During the Civil War, Iron Man found himself needing to form a real task force to enforce the Superhuman Registration Act. That's when Baron Zemo kicked off one of the most controversial chapters of the Thunderbolts. He turned them into an army, strengthened by a new batch of members like the assassin Bullseye, the violent Venom, McGargan, the feared Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, and the criminal genius Dr. Octopus. This new lineup was tasked with hunting down heroes and vigilantes who refused to register under the government's orders. On top of that, the Thunderbolts played a key role alongside Iron Man in some of the most decisive battles of the war. However, after the conflict ended, many members decided to stick with the team and ended up facing one of the greatest challenges of their lives: a showdown with the Grandmaster, which led Baron Zemo on an epic journey through time. Norman Osborn's Thunderbolts. After the Civil War, the Thunderbolts continued their journey as an official government team with the mission of capturing outlaw heroes. Norman Osborn, taking medication to suppress his Green Goblin persona, led the team, but his unstable personality always put the group at risk of falling apart. Alongside Venom, McGargan, Bullseye, and Penance, formerly Speedball, Osborn brought in veterans like Songbird, Moonstone, Swordsman, and Radioactive Man to strengthen the team. But the internal tension was palpable. The volatile personalities of the members, combined with the manipulations of the caged angels, telepaths held captive, nearly tore the team apart from the inside. On top of that, Norman Osborn played a crucial role in saving Earth from an alien invasion by the Skrulls, which further boosted his influence, extending his power well beyond the Thunderbolts. Dark Reign Thunderbolts. During the Dark Reign era, Norman Osborn became one of the most powerful figures in the Marvel Universe. Turning S.H.I.E.L.D. into Hammer, the former Green Goblin started leading some of the most dangerous villains, including a new version of the Thunderbolts, who this time were tasked with dirty, secret operations. In Thunderbolts No. 128, 2006, Osborn restructured the team as part of his secret task force to take down enemies of his new regime. The team included characters like Nuke, Ghost, Mr. X, Headsman, Paladin, Grizzly, and the unrepentant Ant-Man, Eric O'Grady. Also, Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, joined the team disguised as Yelena Belova, carrying out a secret mission until her true identity was revealed. With these top-level assassins and criminals under his command, Osborn not only built an elite team, but also expanded his influence, taking greater control over Marvel's future. Before we keep going, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps keep the content fresh and up to date, so you won't miss any of the amazing Thunderbolts lineups. So, if you're a fan of heroes, villains, and everything in between, hit the like button now and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Luke Cage's Thunderbolts. When Norman Osborn lost his power, Luke Cage took over the Thunderbolts, with the mission of giving villains locked up in the raft a second chance at redemption. In Thunderbolts number 145, 2006, with supervision from Songbird, Mach-Fi, and Fixer, the team was restructured, adding members like Ghost, Moonstone, Juggernaut, Crossbones, and even the strange Man-Thing used for transport. Cage's program was a success, attracting new members like the powerful Hyperion, the mysterious Satana, the dangerous Mr. Hyde, and even a young Asgardian troll. After some missions that involved time travel, Cage took on a new version of the Dark Avengers. In the end, the team parted ways on good terms after completing their mission of time travel. Red Hulk's Thunderbolts. Under the identity of the Red Hulk, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross put together a new version of the Thunderbolts, with a team focused on eliminating threats with brute force. In Thunderbolts number 1, 2012, Ross formed a team made up of assassins and anti-heroes, including Punisher, Deadpool, Elektra, Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, and Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, bringing in old Hulk villains like Leader and Mercy. This new lineup went on specific missions, aiming to wipe out direct threats. However, the Leader's plans to manipulate Punisher and use him against his own teammates led to a big twist. As a result, the team ended up splitting up, closing yet another turbulent chapter in the Thunderbolts' history. Winter Soldier's Thunderbolts. After the events that distorted reality with the Cosmic Cube, S.H.I.E.L.D. used a young girl named Kobik to create Pleasant Hill, a prison where her abilities made it possible to erase and rewrite the memories of prisoners. When Kobik escaped, the Winter Soldier formed a new version of the Thunderbolts with the mission to protect her from any threats, as seen in Thunderbolts number 1, 2016. This team brought back old members like Atlas, Moonstone, Fixer, Mach-X, and eventually Songbird. But the team also had to rescue a lost member, Jolt, who was found amidst the chaos. When Hydra and a Captain America imposter took over the United States, Baron Zemo convinced several members of the Thunderbolts to join his cause and the new Masters of Evil, further complicating the team's mission. Mayor Fisk's Thunderbolts. In Punisher number 13, 2018, Wilson Fisk, now the mayor of New York, decided to reactivate the Thunderbolts, this time with the mission of hunting down and defeating the Punisher. Under his leadership, the team was restructured, with Baron Zemo returning to his Citizen Phi identity and Jigsaw taking on the role of the mercenary paladin. The lineup also included Thunderbolts veterans like Moonstone, Fixer, Radioactive Man, and Ghost. To round out the team, Fisk brought together a group of street-level heroes with the mission of capturing Frank Castle. But in the end, the Punisher managed to defeat Zemo, who was apparently killed by Ghost under Mayor Fisk's orders. King in Black Thunderbolts. When the symbiote god Null attacked Earth, Wilson Fisk restructured the Thunderbolts to protect New York and fight the threat. In King in Black Thunderbolts number 1, 2021, Fisk brought together villains like Taskmaster, Mr. Fear, Star, Batroc the Leaper, and Rhino to form this new team. During their mission to rescue Norman Osborn from Ravencroft Institute and try to find Sentry, the team also recruited Figment, Grizzly, and Mr. Hyde. When the crisis came to an end, Taskmaster used Figment's illusion powers to fake the team's heroic death, and at the same time, blackmailed Fisk, forcing him to pay a better salary to the Thunderbolts members. Devil's Reign Thunderbolts. When Wilson Fisk banned all vigilante activity in New York, he named the Thunderbolts as the official force to enforce the new law, as seen in Devil's Reign number 1, 2021. With the support of the Thunderbolt unit's police forces, the team was expanded, bringing together villains like Taskmaster, Dr. Octopus, Electro Francine Fry, Agony, Rhino, Whiplash, Crossbones, Abomination, Kraven the Hunter, and US Agent, who initially joined as a double agent. The Thunderbolts managed to capture several heroes, but everything changed when Rhino betrayed the team, claiming he wasn't comfortable hunting children. Under the Purple Man's influence, the team remained Fisk's main combat force until he lost his re-election to Luke Cage. Hawkeye's Thunderbolts. After the events of Devil's Reign, Luke Cage was elected mayor of New York, and the Thunderbolts continued to operate as the city's only legal heroes. To restore the team's image, Cage recruited Hawkeye, America Chavez, Power Man, Victor Alvarez, Persuasion, Photon, Monica Rambeau, and the mysterious Gutsome Glory, as seen in Thunderbolts #1, 2022. This version of the Thunderbolts brought together villains who had served on Fisk's team, faced threats like the Super Apes and Nightmare, and even recruited a small monster called Egro the Unbreakable, expanding the team's diversity and complexity. Their new goal was clear: save New York and clear the Thunderbolts' name. Bucky's New Thunderbolts. After defeating the secret organization Outer Circle, Bucky, using the codename Revolution, gathered a new version of the Thunderbolts with the goal of taking down Red Skull. In Thunderbolts #1, 2023, Bucky formed a team with experienced heroes like Black Widow, White Widow, Yelena Belova, Sharon Carter, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi, US Agent, Songbird, and a robotic life model decoy of Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Bucky's mission soon caught the attention of Dr. Doom, just before the Latvian ruler took control of the world. When the former Winter Soldier refused to join Doom, the villain formed a rival Thunderbolts team with Fixer and the real Valentina, who took on the codename Citizen V. The two teams ended up facing off in an epic battle, with Bucky leading the team that still believed in redemption. The Thunderbolts of the MCU. This year, Marvel Studios introduced a unique version of the Thunderbolts, made up of Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, and John Walker. This team of anti-heroes comes together after finding themselves trapped in a deadly trap set by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Together, they face the shadows of their past while searching for redemption or a greater purpose. Amidst all of this, the team is also trying to save Bob, the civilian persona of Robert Reynolds, who is also known as the Sentry. He's one of the most powerful beings on Earth and suffers from schizophrenia, which manifests as an evil entity called the Void. To rescue Bob, the Thunderbolts had to dive into the heart of chaos, facing not only the destructive power of that entity, but also the very weaknesses that tear them apart. The new Radical Thunderbolts. In June, Sam Humphries and Ton Lima introduced a badass and star-studded version of the Thunderbolts in a new ongoing comic series, New Thunderbolts. The new ongoing series kicks off when Bucky Barnes and Black Widow uncover a massive threat to the Marvel Universe and recruit a group of individuals who will hold nothing back. It's a radical lineup. Even by Thunderbolts standards, this team is starting a game-changing era for the legendary group. The Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Carnage, Hulk, Namor, Klee, Wolverine. They're the deadliest anti-heroes and loners in the Marvel Universe. Nothing could get them to team up, but Bucky and Black Widow are gonna try. So, did you enjoy the Thunderbolts lineups? Now that you've seen how this team evolved over time, how about checking out 15 of Marvel's greatest detectives? Click on the video here on the screen and find out which brilliant minds in Marvel solved the biggest mysteries. Don't miss it. It's gonna be epic.